So, we are here to talk about Forza Horizon 4, the trailer for this new video game that's coming out in October of this year, 2018. It released 5 days ago, so this video is a little bit delayed, I must admit, and I apologize for that to any of you who might be bothered by the fact that this is coming out a little bit late. But I wanted to make a little video, and when I talk about my reaction to the trailer, kind of what I think about it. I'm not going to include the actual trailer itself in this video for the sake of copyright reasons, just to make sure I don't get any strikes or anything, as I'm trying to keep the channel in as good standing as is possible. But I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about it, and I'll put screenshots up on the screen to show kind of what I'm talking about as I go through the video today, talking about kind of what I think. The trailer is about 2 minutes long, and it basically is a very, very exciting little composition that really shows all the best parts of this new upcoming game. And so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it, talk about what I think about how the trailer's done, about what's in the trailer, and then about just what I know about the game in general and what I think about that. So it should be a fairly quick video, but who knows, maybe I'll end up rambling and it'll go on forever and ever. I guess we'll have to see. My hair looks terrible. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now, so sorry if my voice is bothering you or my looks are bothering you at all. I'm not really super concerned with them right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, the trailer starts out with just some really beautiful cinematic shots. I mean, this game is obviously going to be the best looking Horizon game, probably even the best looking Forza game to date, and they're really trying to show that off in the trailer. That's really evident from the shot with the tree to just the shots of all the countryside and everything. It's really gorgeous, and I have to give major credit to the developers for that. But I think the beginning of this trailer is really to showcase how good the game is going to look. It's not so much about what's in the game, it's about the sounds, the visuals, really the aesthetic of Forza Horizon 4, and I think they did a really good job with that. You can hear the car that's in the trailer, the McLaren Senna, and we're going to talk about what I think about that later. As it goes through the countryside and these opening shots, and it's really fantastic. I mean, the sound, it sounds amazing. I actually haven't heard the Senna in real life, or I haven't even heard recordings of the Senna, so maybe, I don't know if that's accurate, but it definitely sounds like a real car, so great job to them for that. And they also highlight down at the bottom, in the bottom left-hand corner, that this is all 4K in-game footage, so it's all in-engine, it's real stuff. And so that's really, really cool that they've managed to get it that level of realism, because it really does looks fantastically real. I mean, obviously, in real life, it's highly unlikely that you would have something so cinematically put together, but, I mean, cinematic edits happen. I mean, I make them. So, I mean, great job to the developers on the aesthetic front. They really nailed it there. As you move through the trailer, it really starts to showcase some of the other aspects of the game. It moves on from the Senna into a variety of other different vehicles. And it shows really the massiveness of the scale of the map of this game. It shows a variety of different landscapes, from frozen lakes to open countryside to wooded forests, and it really is showing off the open world aspect of the game. And I think that's really cool as well, that this map is going to be so huge, because if you look at it, it looks like they're really going to be cramming a lot of stuff. Or if the map wasn't absolutely gigantic, I feel like it'd be very cluttered, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be very, very well sized, and I'm very excited to see how big the map is in the actual game. That's really cool. And speaking of the map, we can go ahead and start talking about the location, and this is why I was going to talk about what I thought of the McLaren Senna in the trailer. So they have confirmed the location is going to be Great Britain. I think this is part of what disappointed me a little bit when I saw the trailer. Great Britain is not what I was hoping for. I feel like it's a bit repetitive, not because Britain is not a unique place or anything. I just feel like they've had not like in terms of the people and of the car culture there. I feel like Britain has a unique car culture and a very unique culture in general, but I just feel like they could have chosen a different place. Because really, it's not because I don't think Britain's beautiful. Yes, Britain is a beautiful place. I feel like every place in the world has some beauty to it. It could be the most dry desert. It could be in the middle of the Sahara. I feel like you could find beauty in that. And so I'm not like off put by the scenery, but I feel like they've had similar scenery to this before. The frozen lake we had in Horizon 3 with the Blizzard Mountain. Horizon 2, you got some of the rolling countryside and hills and stuff. And then Horizon 1, you got the wooded forests. And so I feel, I mean, like, yes, Britain's buildings are very unique and different, and their countryside is kind of has this feeling that you can't really get anywhere else. So that, I guess that's unique, but I feel like, I don't know. I was one of those people who's really, really hoping for Japan, and so finding out in Britain was a little bit of a disappointment to me personally, on a personal level, just because I was really, really, really hoping for Japan, just because Japan is has such a fantastically different car culture from everywhere else. So there are things in Japan that you can't find anywhere else, and I feel like that might be actually why they didn't do Japan, just because some of the car culture in Japan would have been very much impossible to capture in a video game, just because you have so many absolutely ludicrous cars there in comparison. I'm not saying you can't find ludicrous cars in other places, but in Japan you have an extreme amount of I can't speak today. An absolutely insane amount of ludicrous cars, and I feel like maybe they didn't want to try and do that. I was really hoping for like an Ebisu style circuit in Horizon 4 where it was just an open racetrack that you could go and mess around on. I know that's more of a motorsport thing, but I can hope and dream. But speaking of racetracks, Britain has a ton of them, so maybe that'll be an element in the game. I wasn't in the trailer, so I'm not going to get my hopes up, but hoping that they do make the most of that location, because Britain has a ton of racetracks just lying around that aren't in any of the motorsport games, just little small racetracks. I mean, they don't even have to be exactly the same as any real racetracks. They could be like just some random tracks sitting around in the middle of nowhere, kind of like the Ice Rally, whatever that was, track in Blizzard Mountain for Horizon 3. Maybe they could do that. And then going back again to the McLaren Senna, I think that's really cool that they chose that as the cover car for this game, as it is from a manufacturer that is based in Great Britain. I think that's really cool, and that they're going to have that, and I'm excited to see what they do with the Senna. I've also heard stuff about, you also see this a bit in the trailer, with cars pulling into houses, and so I've seen some things about you being able to buy houses in this game. That's a little different and new from past Horizon games, so that'll be fun and cool, I guess. See how that's implemented. Maybe it'll be really cool, maybe it'll be just gimmicky. Either way, that's an interesting feature. You see a lot of the Horizon showcases. You see cars racing against a hovercraft at one point in the trailer, and then at another point against motocross bikes. So that's pretty cool. Those are some interesting new Horizon showcases, different from what we had in Horizon 3. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that. You also see some really cool mudding and off-roading shots throughout this. I really hope that they do go ahead and take that to the next level with this game. Really, in Horizon 3, you had two types of terrain. You had water and you had land, and there was no difference. It didn't matter if you were driving on sand or dirt or road. You could all pretty much go the same speed, and it didn't really matter. But I hope that they do kind of implement that so you get like a more varied driving terrain, because even though you had multiple different environments in Horizon 3, it all kind of felt a little bit of the same when push came to shove. So hopefully that's a little bit different, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how this game does end up turning out. A little bummed about the location, but on the whole, I mean, the trailer was put together absolutely fantastically. It looks beautiful, and it looks like it'll be a pretty solid game. So hopefully when it does come out, I won't be disappointed. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more automotive content. I make a mix of gaming and also real-life vlogs, and all from a young, aspiring car enthusiast. And so if you do enjoy watching these videos, please share them with your friends. And if you have any feedback for me, please leave it down in the comment section and let me know how I can do better in every one of my videos, because I'm always seeking to improve constantly. But with that, guys, we'll see you in the next video. I hope you did enjoy kind of finding out how I feel about Forza Horizon 4, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.